Saints come out on top. I still don't know how we only won by single digits, being +5 in the turnover margin. I'm like, what? If you'd have told me we were +5 before the game, I said, we're not only going to beat the Bears, we're going to crush them. You would think +5. I'm not saying you're scoring a touchdown every time, but I said we're probably winning by 20-plus points. Now, I thought the game would be 27-13. I thought the Saints would cover the 8.5. Not so fast. I think Vegas is pretty, 8.5, and we had a 7-point lead. It just goes to show you. But you're not going to kick a field goal at the end to make it that double-digit win, 27-17. But I thought the Bears played hard. But I'm very optimistic where we're at right here, being +5 for the season. For the game. Now +8 for the season. Remember, we won 7 games last year, and we were -11. Do you know who's leading the NFL right now in interceptions? The Saints, the Who Dat Nation. We got 12 picks on the season. We came into the game 4th. You would think, I go, man, we're making this rookie quarterback look all world, right? Now, you can't take away the mistakes because that's all part of football. When you count the interceptions, he looked very confident at times. Is this Justin Fields running?
Way too easy to get yardage.
He ran 70 yards, right at 9-yard average per attempt, extending plays. He actually threw for more yards than Derek Carr. Derek Carr had 211. He had 220, but he had 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Derek Carr had 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. So Bajan, he had a quarterback rating of 65.3. Why are you bringing that up, Bobby? Okay, let me tell you why. This is one thing that is very encouraging, that we have gotten after the quarterbacks where we force them into mistakes, or they're not very accurate in the game. Do you know we're only behind the Ravens right now, opponent QB rating? We were giving up 73.2, which is second best in the league. Well, now today we accomplished 65.3. Now, what is not good, because Dennis Allen said he was going to coach him up. I think he got kind of perturbed with the media. It was like, come on, DA. Well, it's not no magic thing where we do at halftime making adjustments. All I know is the last 4 games, it's amazing we've even won a game in the first half, how we played defensively. And when you think about it defensively, because we've been outstanding most season, especially in the second half, but throughout. Coming into the game, we had the 5th overall best defense, number 7 against the pass. Now, middle of the pack against the run. We weren't very good against the run today, but I'm going to elaborate on that later. But when you look at that, you would never know this, but we've done the last 4 games. On defense to start. Do you know we've given up last 4 games in the first half? This is not a game. 927 yards and 122 points. Is our first half defense? Is that the LSU Fighting Tigers?
Ouch.
No. Come on. No, I thought realistic. Okay, we're going to get right this game on our first half defense. Not so fast. It didn't happen. Listen, it doesn't matter if you crush an opponent or you win by 1. You might not be happy with the win, but an ugly win, I always say this, is better than, man, we played awesome. How did we lose that game? I'd rather play ugly and, we all won. Because we won't even, it'll be like beginning of November. It'll be beginning of December. We'll be like, you don't remember what really happened. You just know if you won or lost the game. So I think that's where we're at. Now, one thing I saw in the game, I don't know if I've ever witnessed this. As Michael Thomas played 4 quarters and not caught a ball, I don't know if in his career.
Maybe it was hurting, that year when he played through it. But
yeah, but he probably still caught a ball.
Right.
He had 1 target, 0 catches. I don't know if I've ever witnessed Michael Thomas not catching a pass in a game. Well, he did not have one today. Chris Olave had 8 targets, 6 receptions. He led the team 46 yards. He had that 1 touchdown. But how about with the one time? Remember when we went 4 and 4 down and didn't make it, and he caught the ball? Oh, why are you falling down? Look. Okay, everybody tapes the game. Look where he caught the ball. You going to tell me he couldn't get 1 or 2 yards more? You're going to get hit. It's tackle football. It's not flag football. Don't fall unless a defender makes you fall, or if the ball's at your shoestrings. If it's anywhere around your kneecaps or your thigh, Catch the ball and head north and south. Don't catch the ball and fall down. Now, maybe he might say, well, he's little like Brandon Cooks. You don't want to get hit. I mean, you don't play in the NFL to be scared, but that's playing scared when something like that happens. I don't know. He's saving himself, trying to last a long time, but look if we get the first down instead of, you don't know how the game's going to turn out. Instead of all of a sudden a fourth down situation, we giving the ball back to the Bears. That's why those plays like that end up driving me crazy. Now, when I look at it defensively, and I was bragging on about this, but to me, we still need to get a better pass rush at time. You know, when I was looking at it, we had a couple of sacks. Bob, it's not just about sacks. We only had 4 quarterback hurries. I mean, it's not like the Bears or the Detroit Lions offensive line. Looking at this, it's like when we play the Lions, we're going to have another one of those 0 sacks, 0 quarterback hurries. Because I thought we'd have been more productive and being more disruptive against a rookie quarterback. Now, Zach Bond, I don't know. Why? Well, I mean, I think he's outstanding. I'd put him on special teams.
Right.
If he's playing in a game and he's on defensive snaps, he's the weak link. They're going to attack him. He ended up with 2 tackles, but so many times. Did we get outflanked in the flat so many times and we weren't up field enough to contain the quarterback? Well, if that doesn't change, you don't think teams keep trying to run those plays until you could stop it? I thought Cam Jordan, this was one of his most productive games this season. I thought Cam came to play. I'm not saying he drank the fountain of youth, but Cam came to play. He was 3rd in total tackles with 7. He had a sack, 2 quarterback hurries, and a tackle for loss. I thought, even though Pete Werner recovered a fumble at the end, man, he was getting blocked. I don't know. I just see him getting blocked a lot. He had a foam recovery. Looking at DeMario Davis, I think even though DeMario Davis was very productive, I don't think our linebackers maybe played as well, that being DeMario Davis and Pete Werner, like I thought. But DeMario Davis ended up having 10 total tackles, 8 unassisted, a sack, quarterback hurry, tackle for loss, a forced fumble. But the one who showed up and was DB1 today was not Marshawn Lattimore. It was all Paulson Adebo.
What a day.
Paulson Adebo was outstanding. Steve, look how active he was. He had 7 total tackles, second best, tied with Cam Jordan. Second best, unassisted 5, 2 interceptions, 3 passes defended, and you know what's awesome? You know what's double dipping? Whenever you could force a fumble and then you recover it. You know, sometimes you force a fumble, you don't know where the ball's going, and you don't recover it.
No, someone else hopefully on your team scoops it up, right?
Right, but if you could force a fumble and you recover it, it doesn't get better than that. So Paulson Adebo, he almost played like, for sure he should get 2 game balls. Now, maybe if he'd have been like perfect, then you give him 3, but like 2.5. But he should definitely get a lot of recognition there. But I thought I was disappointed in our pass rush. Also disappointed in our run defense. Again, when you look at it, we gave up 5 yards a carry. So 4.9, that's 5 yards. 156 yards. You got to count the quarterback yards. You cannot say, if I take out the quarterback rushing yards, this is what we did. No, they had 32 rushes, 156, 4.9 yard average. Bajan had like 9 yard average. But even Foreman, a traditional running back, he averaged 4.2. He ended up having 83 yards. And, that's one area, okay, I'm going to tell you, and we have been amongst the top 5, but not so much this season. Coming into the game, we were ranked 20th. Now, we outstanding overall defense, pass defense, but 20th against the run. But when you look at it, I still think that our defense has to be outstanding. How we structured to win. Now, we don't want our defense just to be average. I mean, our offense to be average. You got to be good, very good. But our defense has to be outstanding. I think that's going to be critical, and it helps you outstanding. Look, we held them to 17 points. Well, hell yeah, you get 5 turnovers. You should hold them to 17. No, if you go in theory, if you break down the percentages, this kind of game, if you plus 5 instead of 24-17, that should be 30-something to 17. I don't know, 34-17, 38-17. But nothing's easy right now for the Saints. But as long as they win, We went and we in first place in the NFC South.